In this video, we're going to take a look at how to multiply and divide rational expressions. Again, since rational expressions behave just like rational numbers, we'll start by doing a multiplication problem of two rational numbers. Here's one, 5/8 times 4/15. You probably remember from middle school that you can reduce before you multiply, either straight up and down or diagonally. For example, you can go 5 into 5 goes once, 5 into 15 goes 3 times. 4 into 4 goes once, 4 into 8 goes twice. Let's recall why that makes sense. When you multiply fractions, what you're really doing is multiplying the two numerators together and the two denominators together. So both the 5 and the 4 are factors of our new numerator, and both the 8 and the 15 are factors of our new denominator. That's why it makes sense to cancel either straight up and down or diagonally. Now that we've canceled, we simply multiply the tops and multiply the bottoms to come out with 1/6 as our answer. Multiplying rational expressions is exactly the same process. Let's look at an example of that. 3x over x plus 2 times x squared plus 2x over 12. Again, we can reduce even before we do any multiplying. So let's get the fractions prepared for reducing by factoring them further. So this is just a copy of the problem with the numerators and denominators fully factored. Now we can have fun reducing, and again we can go diagonally or up and down. So let's see, we can do the 3 with the 3, and we can do the x plus 2 with the x plus 2. And now all we need to do is multiply across the top and across the bottom the things that are still left, which gives us x squared on the top and 4 underneath. Now let's talk about division, and again we'll start with rational numbers. There are two different ways to write a rational number division problem, and you're going to need to be familiar with both of them. The simpler way is to just write one fraction and a division sign and then the other fraction. But you should also be comfortable with problems that are written this way, a fraction over another fraction. Both of these notations mean 10/21 divided by 2/3. To solve a division problem, basically you change it into an equivalent multiplication problem, which in this case will be this one, 10/21 times 3/2. So what we're saying here is that division by 2/3 produces the same result as multiplication by 3/2. So let's go ahead and do this problem in our usual way. First we can do some canceling. 3 into 3 goes once, 3 into 21 goes 7 times. 2 into 2 goes once, and 2 into 10 goes 5 times. So now if we simply multiply across, we get 5/7 as the answer to our division problem. Here's a division problem with rational expressions. The problem reads 3x minus 12 over x divided by 3 over x squared. So like we did before, we're going to change it into an equivalent multiplication problem. And as we rewrite the problem, let's also factor it so that we'll be able to reduce as we multiply. So first of all, here's the numerator, except I have factored the 3x minus 12. Now the 3 over x squared we flip upside down in order to make our multiplication problem. And again, I factored the x squared. So now we're ready to do some reducing and multiplying. So let's see, we can reduce the 3 with the 3, and one of these x's with this x. Now all we need to do is multiply together what we still have. And then putting that actually together, the simplest way to say our answer is x squared minus 4x.